Honor have got a lot of duties to perform prior to the wedding. They address invitation envelopes, they put together party favors, they plan and host showers and bachelorette parties and make sure that the other bridesmaids are in the right place at the right time, and basically are responsible for keeping the bride sane on her wedding day. It's really somewhat of a relief when it comes to the time to give a speech. By that time, all the really hard work has already been done. Hello, my name is Jonathan Brady. Maid of Honor speeches are fortunately much more simple than those of the rest of the speakers. They don't have to thank a lot of people or follow any particular format. They don't have to be humorous like the best man, and they're not expected to have any life-changing advice to share. All they need to do is come up with a reasonably short speech that expresses their love and admiration for the bride and the groom. But the Maid of Honor speeches, they always fall into two basic categories. Let me give you some basic advice. The first group is called All About the Bride speeches. Now, obviously, this speech will focus primarily on the bride, her strengths and quirks and her impact on your life as a relative or best friend, and fond memories of the two you have shared. If you and the bride are related or have been best friends since childhood, here's a great place to throw in some humor or funny story, some sentimental humor, a time maybe when the bride stood up for you or took the blame for you, or mischief the two of you had gotten into over the years, or favorite childhood games or places to go, or hopes and dreams that you had when the two of you were little girls. Now, not all maids of honor mention the grooms in their speech, but it's really a nice gesture. You might describe the bride's childhood, her fantasies about her wedding, or the man that she had married, and then tell the groom that he's fulfilled or exceeded those dreams. Now, if you want to be playful in a funny and affectionate way, how he's ruined them. The second type of Maid of Honor speeches are the all about the family speeches. It doesn't matter if you're not related to the bride. If she's asked you to be her Maid of Honor, then you're speaking for her and her family. The welcome to the family speech is essentially a mirror image of the speech I just described, except that you'll focus on the bride's family. You'll explain to the groom what the family is like, their quirks, their habits, their idiosyncrasies, funny stories of you and the bride, and things that have happened with the family, maybe dating stories where she and the groom were involved and the groom became the white knight or something. Then conclude humorously with what will be expected of him as the new member of the family. Now, there are very few rules to follow in writing a Maid of Honor speech. You can be as sappy and sincere and playful as you wish. You can make yourself laugh, or you can even cry. No one will think the worse either way with a Maid of Honor speech. There are only two basic rules that I would suggest, however. Don't say anything cynical, critical, or crude, and don't forget that your loyalties lie with the bride. She is the princess for a day. Giving a speech for a Maid of Honor is a lot of pressure in addition to all the other duties that the Maid of Honor is required to do and a lot of those last-minute things that she's stuck with doing. Let me give you a secret of most special events today. More than half of the wedding party will seek professional assistance in writing a speech. Let me repeat that. More than half of the wedding party, the rest of those people in the wedding party other than you, will be seeking professional assistance. That's a promise. Because you're representing the bride and the bride's family, let me make a suggestion. Visit the website that you see on the screen, getfreeweddingspeeches.com. I've recommended this site to members of wedding parties for years with a lot of good success. You're going to find 3 free professionally written wedding speeches. You can cut and paste and insert, do anything you want with them, use them as a template. Shop around, look at the website. There's just a ton of information there. Other places to go. Pass the address on to the rest of the wedding party. There's just a ton of information here for everyone. And please make your speech impressive, not memorable. GetFreeWeddingSpeeches.com.